Video with another live. Yes, yes. Wait for a couple people to come in. You know, I do these lives. I know I'm not a huge, people don't really like me like that. I'm not really huge on YouTube, but I go live because my spirit tells me to do so. My spirit tells me every day, you need to listen to me and not listen to this outside world. You need to listen to me, to your spirit, and not to what society tells you is right and wrong. Because this system has been put in place to control us and to dictate our happiness through what they say brings you happiness. Money, cars, clothes, material things. But what really brings you happiness and fulfillment is living in your purpose, living in your mission, living in your purpose, being your authentic self really brings you true happiness. Not these cars with these car notes and these big houses with these huge mortgages. That doesn't bring you happiness. What brings you happiness is being able to live freely. What brings you true happiness is being able to speak freely. What brings you true happiness is being able to be loved and respected by your loved ones, your family members, and your peers. That's what brings you true happiness. What brings you true fulfillment is setting out goals and accomplishing those goals on a daily basis. That brings you true freedom. What doesn't bring you true freedom is working in these dead-end jobs, working these 9-to-5 jobs that drain you by the end of the day, working for big corporations that don't give a crap about you. All they're here to do is get their bottom dollar and reach their bottom line. So you have to be fulfilled by your own self, by doing what your spirit tells you to do. Your spirit always leads you in the right direction. But then the world tells you, no, don't do what your spirit tells you to do. Don't do what the Most High tells you to do. Do what your flesh tells you to do. Go get that junk food. Go eat some junk food. Go smoke some weed. Go fuck that girl. Go chase after the girl that has the big breast and the big ass and the pretty face. That's what the flesh tells you to do. So what you gonna do? You gonna listen to what spirit tells you to do, or are you gonna listen to what the flesh tells you to do? And I'm telling you, you listen to what the flesh tells you to do, you're gonna feel satisfied at first. You're gonna feel satisfied when you bust that nut. You're gonna feel satisfied. But after you're done, you're gonna feel like, damn, man, I gave in to lust again. I gave in to my flesh again. When you eat that junk food, that Burger King, that McDonald's, that In-N-Out, all these fast food places with all these preservatives and 1,000 chemicals in it, with the McDonald's fries with 1,000 chemicals in it, you're gonna feel, oh, these fries taste good. This junk food tastes good. But then, once you come down, you're gonna realize that shit make your stomach hurt. Your stomach is all fucked up because you're eating these fried foods and these junk foods that have no real nutrients in it. They just make you feel good. And that's that temporary feeling that your flesh calls for you to have. But when the spirit tells you to do something, you ought to do it. Based off of the fact that spirit never leads you wrong. Your spirit, your soul never leads you in the wrong direction. It's only the outside world that keeps you going in a perpetual cycle of going around in circles, eating junk food, spending money, and then you go work at these jobs. There's nothing wrong with having a job, but you got to be able to have your own thing going on. You got to have your own business. You got to be able to feel fulfilled. It's hard to feel fulfilled when you're working for these Amazon, all these hours, and the owners of Amazon getting paid millions of dollars, and they want to pay you $100 a day. Isn't it? That's not cool. These big corporations getting paid all this money, and they trickle it down to you, and you're only getting paid $120 a day, and you're working for these big companies that get millions and millions of dollars. Something within your spirit tells you that's not right. Something within your soul tells you that's not right. How come this guy that's sitting on his ass somewhere in the office somewhere, he's getting paid thousands of dollars, but I'm on the assembly line doing the hard work, and I'm not getting paid shit? No, your spirit tells you that's not right. But you have to stay on the mission. If you're going to work a job, work that job for as long as you need to, 6 months, a year, and get the hell up out of there. Got to continue to listen to spirit. And that's what I do every day. And that's why I come on this live and I say what I say and I do what I do, regardless of what people think about me. I don't give a fuck what people think about me no more. You know why? Because this world is fucking fake, especially here in America. Everybody want to come here in America. America is the great pimp. That's what America is. It's the great pimp, and it's a great deceiver. You know? Look who's in office right now. Look who's in office, Trump. Trump is in office right now. He says one thing and he does another. And whoever's in office, the Democrats, the Republicans, it doesn't matter who's in office. They are here to pimp the people. They are here to sell the people the dream. Sell the people the dream, they have an agenda to fulfill. And they tell the people, oh, we're gonna make things better. We're gonna help the deficit. We're gonna bring you jobs. We're gonna do this, do that. They straight pimping, homie. They straight telling you what they need to tell you so they can keep the money coming in. Yeah, they can keep the money coming in. Yeah, I'm from the US, United Snakes. Ever since they took over this country, and I'm talking about when they came from England. When they came from England, all the crooks and the robbers and the thieves that came from England came over here, and they took it over. And they're still running it to this day. The same families that came from Europe came over here, and they're still running stuff from this day, and they're still crooked. They're still thieves. They're still robbers. They're still pedophiles. They're still everything. They steal everything. Yes. And I'm saying all this to say, you have to follow your spirit, because most people don't realize it is better to live a simple life than be going through this rat race. It's better to live a simple, peaceful life than going through this rat race every day. And you know it's a rat race because they barely give you enough money so you can come back the next month. All the bills are due at the end of the month. All the rent is due at the beginning of the month. And they give you just enough so you can keep working and keep going around the motherfucking circle. Keep going around the hamster wheel. And that's what they do. It is very, very important to listen to your spirit. If your spirit is telling you, I need to move around. I need to move my family out of this place that I'm in. It's not safe. I need to move my family out of this place where we're struggling. I need to move around. And when you listen to your spirit always tells you and makes you feel like you made the right choice. But when you don't listen to your spirit and you listen to your flesh, you might get that instant gratification, but then you come back later on and be like, damn, I don't feel good about this. I don't feel right about this. I don't feel right that I'm over here drinking and smoking and wasting my day. I'm wasting my day drinking and smoking because it makes me feel good and it makes me get away from the stress. And it makes me get away from all my problems. Drinking and smoking, having sex all day, it does not fulfill you. What fulfills you is listening to what your spirit tells you to do. Listening to what your higher self tells you to do. That's what's going on. That's why your spirit tells you. When something don't feel right, your spirit tells you. Your spirit tells you, man, that's not right, man. I shouldn't be hanging out with these guys. I shouldn't be hanging out with this woman, and all she wants to do is go out and spend money. Spend my money. All she wants to talk about is what she wants to do. All she wants to talk about is what's good for her. You know, you have a lot of people that's me. It's all about me, 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 me. They don't give a F about you. You got people out here that's all about, you got women and men. That's all about them. You come over here, you do what I tell you to do. And then when you look around, like, what am I benefiting from this? What am I getting from listening to this person? And you ain't getting shit. You getting the shit end of the stick. Listening to these people that's just all about them damn self. They're all about themselves. How can you get anywhere in life following somebody that's just using you? So you got to use your logic and reasoning and tell yourself, man, I need to start listening to myself more. I need to start following what myself tells me to do, what my spirit tells me to do, and stop following behind these people that don't give a crap about me. There's a lot of users, especially here in America. They say, oh man, we're gonna help you out. If you get into a car crash, we're gonna help you out. The insurance is gonna help you out. And the insurance, they taking all this money from you. Because here in America, you have to, if you have a nice car, you have to pay at least $200 to $300 every month. And then when you pay $300 every month, they say if you get into an accident, they're going to pay for the accident if you didn't cause it. If you didn't cause the accident, your insurance will pay for it. But you got some people that never get into any accidents, paying $200 and $300 a month for 2 or 3 years, never get in an accident, and they don't get that money back. It's a fucking scam. Insurance was another way to drain your resources here in America. And that's why a lot of people here in America and people from other countries don't know about these things. And they look at America, oh, so great, we're gonna come here and we're gonna make a lot of money and we're gonna live a free life. America has so many ways to keep you trapped financially, it's not even funny. And if you're not smart, the only way you can beat it is if you have a higher knowledge of intelligence. And that's from your spirit and your mind and your body. But if you come in here thinking that everything's sweet, America will suck you like a prostitute on Saturday night. Yeah, America will suck you like a prostitute on Saturday night if you don't come in, if you don't wake up to what's being done. Yeah, you got these insurance companies charging you $300 a month. And at the end of the year, you don't even get the money back. It never makes sense to me. It never makes sense to me that you have these insurance companies that charge all this money every month and you don't get the money back. It's a scam here, man. So the smart thing to do, what my spirit is telling me to do, it's like I'm telling you to do. Get your money here, deny your flesh, deny what your carnal self tells you to do, get the money, and get the hell up out of here. And that's what I'm doing. But I choose to come on YouTube, on these lives, to tell you that you have to listen to your spirit. You have to listen to your spirit. Because if you don't listen to your spirit, you're going to feel unfulfilled. If you don't listen to your spirit, you're going to feel unfulfilled. You're not going to feel like you're doing well, regardless of what you have around you. You can have the expensive car. You can have the big house. You can have all of that. But if you don't listen to your spirit, you're going to feel like it's not enough. If you don't listen to your spirit and you keep listening to your flesh, you're going to feel like the good things you have going on in your life is not enough. I've been there. You've been there. You know, we've been, sometimes in life, we get ungrateful. We get ungrateful to the point where we can have everything going for ourselves. The cars. We have a beautiful family. We have the house. We have the this. We have the that. And you're still not satisfied. You're still not satisfied because the flesh will never be satisfied. The flesh, the carnal self, will never be satisfied because it always wants more. And you got people that's overweight, for example. People that's overweight, they eat 4 or 5 times a day, and they never satisfied. They eat anything they want to eat, and they do anything they want to do, and they're never satisfied. That's because the flesh is something that's always wanting. Always, I want this, I want that. And you can't keep doing that, man. You can't keep giving into the flesh. You can, but then you're gonna walk around feeling bloated, you know, fat and feeling like you can't fucking want, or you don't want to do anything. So you got to listen to your spirit. Your spirit tells you, get up and work out. Your spirit tells you, get up and let's exercise. You got to listen to your spirit, because your weak flesh will tell you, you don't need to work out. Let's do it later. Your flesh will tell you, you don't need to work out. You're not that fat. You're only 200 pounds. You're okay. But your spirit tells you, you know what? You are being lazy. You're not accomplishing things. You're not doing what you said you were going to do throughout the day. And you got to get up. So what you going to do? You're going to listen to your spirit, or you're going to listen to your flesh? We're all going through it right now. I don't care if you're from India. I don't care if you're from Pakistan. You know, Allah, you know, the Most High tells you what to do, and it's up to you to listen to it. The Most High tells you what to do every day. It's up to you to follow, or it's up to you to deny your spirit. I'd rather deny my flesh than to deny my spirit. I'd rather say, no, I don't need to smoke no weed. No, I don't need to have sex with this girl that doesn't respect me. No, I don't need to drink all this alcohol. No, I don't need to be hanging around these guys. All they want to do is cause havoc everywhere. No, I don't need to be chasing this woman that's just all about her. I don't need to be denying my spirit. That's what we have to recognize. Your spirit always tells you and whispers to you to, come on, man, you don't need to do this. You don't need to do that. But guess what? Most of us deny that shit. We see that girl with the big fat ass, and we see her showing her, got the pants on, showing her fucking pussy, and then we look at it and we like, damn, I want that. We see the girl with the big breast. We see the girl with the pretty face and the skin all out. We say, man, fuck what the spirit tells me to do. I'm gonna go chase after that. And then when you chase after this girl and she shoots you down because you don't have the money. A lot of these women are harlots. What a harlot is basically a hoe. These women want you to say, I want you to deny what you want to do and you want to follow me. Yeah, that's what goes on. They say, you got to bow down to me because I'm beautiful. I'm gorgeous. So you got to holler, you got to denounce what you want to do to come mess with me. And for the men that don't go for that, good for you. But a lot of these simp ass niggas go for that shit. A lot of these people, a lot of these men that have low self-esteem, they be following behind a woman. And then when they get with this woman, they have money, they have things going on, they have everything. And then when these Jezebels are done with them, they don't have shit. And then they want to blame the Jezebel. You shouldn't blame her. You should blame you for making the decision to chase after this punk ass, excuse me. You gotta blame yourself. It's you behind the chessboard. It's you behind the chessboard. This is all, life is just chess. And if you choose to play these games with people that you know in your spirit and know in your heart, it's not good for you. And it's gonna take you for a ride. That's on you. You have to make better choices. And how you make the best choice is when you get right with your spirit and you listen to it on a daily basis. That's the only way that you're going to survive. That's the only way that you're going to feel alive. Is if you listen to your spirit. If you listen to your higher self. Yeah. And you know, I don't apologize for the way that I speak, because I've been through it. I've been through listening to my flesh. I've been through saying, oh, I'm gonna stop smoking weed, and I keep smoking because I'm looking at the outside world. It's so hard. It's so hard. No, it's not. It's not hard. I'm weak. That's what it is. The flesh is weak. That's what's going on, because nobody can force you to do anything. Nobody can force you to drink. Nobody can force you to smoke. Nobody can force you to have sex out of marriage. Nobody can force you to stay in the bed all day feeling depressed. It's your mind telling you, oh, it's too hard. Life is it's too much. I don't have this, I don't have that. Man, you got a place to sleep. If you got a warm house to sleep in, you got it going on. If you have your parents in your life, you got it going on. If you have children that love you, you got it going on. If you have clothes, if you have shirts and things to put on your back, you got it going on. But we don't focus on that. We focus on what the F we don't have. And that's the reason why we suffer in our minds. That's the reason why people in America suffer from depression, and people in Africa don't even know what depression is. Because people in Africa wish that they can have a warm house with a heater in it, and clothes, and don't have to be bombarded with all this rent. You know what I mean? So we have to listen to our spirit. If our spirit is telling you you need to get it together, listen to your spirit. If your spirit is telling you you need to stop eating this junk food, crap food that's making you feel like crap, you need to listen to your spirit. And when you don't listen, you get the results. And ain't nobody gonna feel sorry for you. Nobody's gonna feel sorry for somebody that continues to drink the dirty water instead of the clean water. If you have a cup of clean water and you got a cup of dirty water, and you drink the dirty water and then you get sick, and then you look up and say, hey, how come you let me drink the dirty water? No, mother, you chose to drink it. The clean water was right there, right beside the dirty water. And you chose to make the wrong decision. So next time you get that choice, drink that clean water. Clean up your soul, clean up your spirit. And how you do it on a daily basis is you get right with the Most High. Once you get right with the Most High, everything else falls into place. Once you get right with your spirit, everything else falls into place. Once you listen to your higher self, everything starts making sense. But you have to realize this is a game of choices, decisions, consequences, what is real and what is fake. That's what it is. That's all life is about. Choices, consequences, reality, and what's fiction. What's reality is that as long as you can breathe, you can speak, you don't have a bunch of pain going on, you get up in the morning, you don't have that much pain. Yeah, you're gonna have minimal pain, but if you get up in the morning and you can breathe, you can speak, you can walk, you can talk, you are winning, sir. You are winning, mamas. You are doing good. If you have a place where you can sleep, if you have a means of transportation, you are doing good. But what happens is the flesh creeps in. Your lower self creeps in and say, I don't have a woman. I don't have the best man. I don't have this perfect man. I don't have the woman of my dreams. I don't have, a bigger house. I don't have a faster car. I don't have this. I don't have that. Why are you focusing on what you don't have and not focusing on what you got going on? Why don't you focus? Why do we do that to ourselves? Why do we focus on more of what we don't have and don't focus on what we should be appreciative of? Why do we focus on what we don't have and not focus on what the good things that we have going on in our life? It's just a choice. What do you choose to focus on? That's it. What do you choose to focus on? Hancock. Yeah, I'm Hancock. I got superpowers. Cause I've been beat down in this life. I've been choosing some of my life. I've been choosing the wrong choices. But sometimes you have to choose the wrong road to go down that road, go through the fire, get beat up, and get rocks thrown at you to be able to turn around and say, I'm going the other direction. I'm going the direction of what my higher self tells me to go. Sometimes you got to go through the fire. Sometimes you got to make bad choices and decisions to be able to learn from it, to be able to grow from it. You have to mess up. That's the reason why we're down here in this physical existence. We're here for a test. We're here for our physical self to experience heartache, heartbreak. We're here to experience the good things too. But we have to get it right in our spirit. We have to know that our spirit can be unbreakable. We have to. You got to keep going. You got to keep making the right decisions, which your spirit tells you. Yeah. My life in words is like, Yeah, 300 houses for one bucket of water to light the fire. Yeah, yeah, that's my life too. That's my life too, man. We're all going through it, and that's why Spirit told me to come on this live right now and speak freely. Speak freely. That's what my spirit told me to do. And my spirit also told me, he said, my spirit tells me, whatever you saying right now, you have to live that. Whatever you're telling people right now, you have to live it. You can't just say it and then when you get off YouTube, you go right back to making those carnal decisions. You have to be able to say what you mean what you say. You got to be able to speak it, to walk it, speak it, talk it, and do it. You have to be able to speak it and talk it. Speak it and walk it. You have to be able to do it. You know what I mean? You got a lot of people that's hypocrites. I was a hypocrite. I ain't gonna lie. I say one thing and I do another. But then my spirit tells me like, man, that was some fake ass shit that you did. You need to start being real with yourself. You know what I mean? Sometimes we gotta get checked by our own self. And then if you check your own self, can't nobody else check you. If you check your own self and get yourself right within your spirit, can't nobody else tell you anything. And if they tell you something and it's right on point with what you know is right and what you feel in your spirit is right, you gotta listen to them. We gotta stop not accepting constructive criticism as long as you know that what the person's saying is right. You know, if the person is saying, wait, get yourself together before you look for a woman that's going to complete. You got to listen to that. You can't say, oh man, I'm all right. I got everything, man. It's them. I'm a good man. I'm a good woman. It's them. I got standards. I got morals. They need to listen to me. They need to do what I say. You're going to keep going in the wrong direction. You got to be able to listen to what people are saying sometimes. Anyways, I just want to come over here. I just want to come in this live and rant for a second. Shout out to Sunni L. How you doing? Shout out to many man. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys like and subscribe because I'm going to be doing workouts too. I got to get another camera. I got to get another phone because I got to start doing workouts. I got to start doing exercises because that is a way to keep your vehicle, which is your body. That's all the body is. It's a vehicle. And your engine is your spirit. You got to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape. You got to keep it running every day. And that's the reason why I work out every day. That's the reason why I come to the park and I at least walk and I jog sometimes. And there's a lot of different exercise equipment where you can exercise. You got to be able to exercise your mind, body, and soul. And you got to get that stress off of you. So a lot of people, everybody that's walking around here is getting rid of stress right now. They're getting rid of, oh man, I'm getting older. You know what? No, you got to do something about that. If you're getting older, keep working out your body. You know, we're all getting older every day. We get old. We're getting older every day. So you have to keep your body working out. You got to work out your limbs. And this is another way to give thanks to your higher self and to God when you're using this body that he gave you and making the best out of it. You got people that can barely walk, but they're still out here giving appreciation towards God giving them the body that they have. You know what I mean? People still getting up every day saying, I don't have the best body, but my body's good enough and I'm going to work it out. Yeah. And then, yep. It's straight up and simple. You got to give credit where the credit is due. You got to give thanks to the Most High for at least giving you a functional body. See, a lot of people focus on what they have, and they're not tuned in and tapped in to what God has given them. If God has given you eyes to see, ears to hear, you can taste, you can walk, you can talk. Be grateful for that. Because a lot of people weren't blessed with that. A lot of people weren't given that. There's a lot of people still stuck in bed right now. There's a lot of people that can't breathe. There's a lot of people that can't sleep. They got sleep apnea. A lot of people they got asthma, bronchial problems going on. They can't breathe. But look at you. You can walk, you can talk, you can see, you can feel, all that. Focus on that, ladies and gentlemen. Focus on that. Don't focus on what you do have. Focus on what you got. Focus on what you have here and now. Please, please do that for yourself. Anyways, I'm about to get off of here because I'm thirsty. I've been talking a lot. My throat's starting to hurt. I gotta get me some water, man. So I want you guys to have a beautiful day. I want you guys to continue to listen to your spirit today. If your spirit tells you to do it, your carnal flesh is going to try to oppose that. But you have to listen to your higher self. You have to listen to your spirit. Denounce your flesh. Denounce your flesh, please. And have a great day. Peace and blessings. No more stresses. Learn your lesson.